What's good, everybody? It's your girl Jakayla A, and I'm back with another nail tutorial. This is our Pisces submission for the Zodiac nail series. Immediately when I saw these tips, I bought these tips from E-Nail Couture. They're the XL duck nail tips. As soon as I saw them, they looked like a mermaid tail to me. So I knew this would be the shape that I use for Pisces. I did use this for Aquarius, but I promise it's not going to be my shape for everything. I do love these tips though, y'all. They literally are perfect. I didn't even have to etch out the free edge. If you notice, you can still see the number. Like, you know, when you get some tips and you can still see the number. I did etch out the number on the point finger because I knew I was going to do a glass design. And that's me just, you know, taking away that ashiness. But that was from filing the number off because I did not want the number to show through the little glass tip if any of it happens to show. But I know for a fact that I was going to use these tips for Pisces. To me, when I think of Pisces, I think of people that are emotional. Yes, they are very emotional, but they're always like empaths or empaths. And they always feel other people's feelings. They're usually very considerate, very compassionate, and just very devoted people. So that's what I think about when I think of Pisces. I don't know many Pisces, but I know a few. And I definitely know that they all have those characteristics to them. And Pisces in love is like they fall really, really deep in love. And that's what I know about 2 out of like the 3 Pisces that I know. They're really, really deep in their romantic relationship. So I really think of Pisces as like romantic people too. But I really wanted to stay with the water theme. Maybe it's just because it's in y'all little, you know, the sign is like fish, right? Yeah, I think so. And I think it's definitely a water sign. So I wanted to definitely stay in that space. I wanted to create something that's kind of like waves and ocean theme. But we're going to get to that when we get to the design. Right now, I have to go buy some Glamorous Nude, which is from Valentino Beauty Pure, because I was running out of my custom color. So I'm using mostly, you know, I mixed them together, but I'm using mostly Valentino Beauty Pure Glamorous Nude for my base color here. And then I also used an assortment of glitters that came from either AliExpress or Amazon, really. And they're just the big, flaky, iridescent glitter. So you could go type in iridescent glitter or iridescent sequins, and you can get a very similar glitter to the ones you'll see really soon. So we're just going to do the application and then get right into the design.
Will you be my leading lady? I wanna coach you and get a little maybe. In the meantime, it's not going well. It's some me time. Only been a few hours, but it feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months. Only gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast and you do what you want. In the meantime, it's not going where I want it. It's some me time. You do what you want. In the meantime, it's not going where I want it. It's some me time. You do what you want. Maybe I'll love myself. I don't know. Leave me here, I'll fuck myself. See me in the mirror, I duck myself. Don't need much, so fuck my wealth. Tell me what you say now. Tell me what you said. You said that you would come again. You said that we would remain friends, but you know that I do not depend on nothing or no one. So why would you show up so uninvited? Just change my mind like that. Please don't take this personal, but you ain't shit. You weren't special till I made you so. You better act like you know that I've been through worse to you. I just can't keep running away. But I don't
from. He one night I never listened, no. I should have figured though. All that shit you was spitting so unoriginal. But it was you, so I was with it. Then to tell you the truth, wish we never did it.
For my pointer finger, I use quite a bit of clear, but for my, ring finger, you want to be very thin with the clear. We already use product to place down our glitter in sequence. This is just the thinnest layer possible of clear for a cap color. For a cap coat, so that when I go and file the nail smooth, I'm not filing the glitter up. Just really watch it and keep all that product away from the cuticle area. You don't want to make it too bulky. I did all of my filing off of camera, and here we are. I used the hand file, just an 80/80 grit file, and really it's just to make it smooth. It's not really to do too much. I'm going in with my base coat because I do have a French tip design, and yeah, that's that. Just a layer of base coat and cure it. Then I'm going in with my colors I'll be using for the set. One is pulling very teal. One is a blue. It's a little bit deep. It's like that real middle of the road blue. It's not too deep. It's not too baby blue. And I use white. Instead of pulling out a bunch of colors, I just mix the blue and the white to make me a baby blue. Instead of pulling out the baby blue. And that's just smart. So you don't have to do too much product. I went in with some blooming gel on my ombre nail. It is a nude to clear ombre. And then I'm going in with a marble design. The blooming gel will do all the work for me. I literally just have to place the polish and make sure it's not too bulky, so it actually cures all the way through on a 60-second cure in my LED lamp. Give it a second. The blooming gel will do the work for you. When you like it, put it in that light. It'll stay in place. I decided that my French tip on my pinky, middle, and thumb finger was going to be my more teal color because I'm going to airbrush my second color. If I'm airbrushing one color on top of another color, it just makes sense to choose that my airbrush color be my deeper color. So we're going to airbrush on a gradient or ombre effect with the blue, but then we're going to go in and hand draw our French with a 30mm brush that I got from Michael's Craft Store. Because it's fraying so much, and I really do need to get a new one. I say this all the time, and then I keep forgetting to go get it because it's literally in my town. It's not that expensive. I just keep forgetting to go do it. And because I keep forgetting to go do it, this liner brush I've been using for some years now is frayed at the tip, so it really is preventing me from getting a crispy, real clean French like I used to be able to get with this brush. That's one thing about this brush. I do think that I have abused it and it hasn't held up for me, but once your liner brush stops, giving you that crispy result, that's when you gotta get a new one, baby. That's when you gotta get a new one. So I'm going to try my best to remember soon to just go and buy a new one. It's like less than $10, and it's not even that far. It's not that close, but it's not that far. It's just a matter of me forgetting, y'all. But I try my best to draw a more narrow French. I just feel like that's more flattering on duck nails, and I didn't want too much product in my gel design, so I made a very deep French exposing a lot of the nude. This was a very purposeful choice. I did not want a shallow French. I do not like shallow French on very long nails, and this is an XL length. So me personally, I like a deep French on XL nails, and I like a more shallow French on shorter nails. So I did my line, and then I did my fill-in with the regular brush that it came with, and did a 60-second cure. Now I'm setting up my airbrush. I got my deeper color, couple of drops of that acetone, mix with a dotting tool. Make sure that it is more liquidy than the polish in the bottle, but not completely as watery as the acetone. There's a middle of the road you're trying to find here. Always test it out on a napkin. If it's too thick, it won't come through. Add a little bit more acetone. I went in with one cure. You need to make sure you're far away. It will splatter if you're too close. The beauty in airbrushing is that it's a flawless gradient and you want to be far away. So that's my first coat. And I liked how it was, so I went ahead and cured it for 30 seconds, I believe. Then I did my second coat, and your second coat should be very light, very thin layer, and I cured it for 60 seconds. I'm using Macart Bling, what is it called? Macart Rhinestone Glue, that's what it's called. And that's what I'm putting my bling on with. It's a combination of, AliExpress, and I'm gonna say Shein. Yeah, I'm using AB crystals in the shape of a diamond. I'm using big circles, SS12, something like that. And I'm using these teardrops that I got forever ago off of AliExpress. But they're really pretty. One is blue and one is green. Look up flat back teardrop rhinestones if you are an AliExpress shopper. Now I'm going in with my IBD gel. It is self-leveling, so it's not going to give me the most perfect 3D effect, and it does not cure non-tacky or non-sticky. It actually needs to be top coated. So right now I'm just going in with different lines. My whole entire inspo was like water, so that was my color theme inspo. And that pointer finger marbled nail really inspired me to try to make this look like waves, try to make this look like water folding. You also could do a pretty shell design. I didn't think that was the best with the duck shape, but you could freak it, you could make it do whatever it do. But I just went in for random swirls all down the bottom. Now if it starts self-leveling too much and you're not getting such a 3D effect, which I personally didn't get, and I think that this would have looked better if I would have did 2 layers. So in a perfect world, I'm drawing on my swirls as you see me doing, and then I cure them for 30 seconds or maybe even 60. Then I come back, same gel, same brush, and I literally draw a whole nother line and put a whole second layer of product right on top of my swirls. That would have made it pop more, and that would have gave me more of a 3D effect, because when it starts leveling, it doesn't pop out so much. It starts settling within itself. Personally, I did turn it around to make it a little bit more 3D, but that second layer would have saved me, and it would have just, I don't know, it would have helped it. So I go in with 1 layer of top coat, 30-second cure, and I rub on this iridescent powder I got from Shein. After I rub it off with the brush it off, then I go in with my final top coat and I cure for 60 seconds. I also got the bottom of the other 2 nails because they had a glass effect to them, kind of see-through. And here she is finished. The iridescent powder is just the slightest touch. You can see it a little better in low light. It's the slightest little touch, but I love how these turned out. Okay, these ones was definitely for the Pisces. And I love the pointer fingernail with the marble. It's probably my favorite nail. What's y'all favorite nail? I don't know. Maybe the bling nail. I don't know. But thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.